right. Well, shoot. Y'all, I'm having technical difficulties. I hope you can hear me. You will see me very, very soon. Oh man, why is it always so scuffed? Why is this a problem every time? Oh my gosh. And of course, I'm getting messages. No, not right now. I am trying to hang out with the baby bats. Leave me be. What is going on? Y'all, for real. Give me, give me just a minute. Oh my good lord. Why we gotta be difficult every time? Every time we gotta be difficult. There we are. Okay. Right. Hello. Hang on a minute, y'all. Just give me a second here, because this is just going to be incredibly scuffed because I don't have my setup like most of you know. You were facing the wall. My bad. Okay, so now we're gonna turn on a light, and we're gonna let everybody kind of have an opportunity to get in here, and then we will start the chit chat. Oh, hi guys, hi everybody. Yeah, and of course because well, uber scuffed as usual. I'm having to read chat off of my phone. Y'all, I can't wait to get in my house. This is ridiculous having this set up like this. But it is what it is, and it works, and we're gonna do it. Thank you. I'm trying. I'm trying to convince myself. You know what? I did have you in the corner. My bad. Sorry about that. I've been trying to convince myself that I feel better than what I actually do. I'm gonna kind of move you guys over just a wee bit more. Let's do that. Scooch. All right. So, y'all were in timeout. Yeah, I'm sorry. Nobody did anything wrong, I swear. Oh, no. Oh, wow. There are a lot of people. Oh, there are a lot of you. Wow, that was a jump. I mean, a lot of people just left, but that was a jump. Holy crap. Woo. Hello. Okay, so this is aggravating me, you guys. I'm really trying to get you a little bit more of an aesthetic background going on because many of you know my tiny home is in the very final stages of being put together. So I am filming in an environment that is not really conducive to filming. In this tiny little, wow, there we go. In this tiny little bedroom, I'm staying with family right now, and I have all of my belongings either in my tiny home in a different city or in this room with me, and it is wild, like insane. So, yeah, pardon me if it's really scuffed. Oh, and here we go with the trolls. You guys just ignore the trolls. If you see a comment, just ignore them because I'm not setting mods. Um, I'm just gonna do the best I can to ignore them because they're calling themselves out for what they are without us having to feed them any extra attention. So if they do drop in, just look the other way. Because that's actually the way that you get under people's skin that are trying to bully you or annoy you is you don't give them the attention they're seeking. And then, ta-da! Okay, so let's see. There's, golly, wow. Hey, ghoul. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me see. See so many names. I see so many names in here. Wow, you guys. Hi. Thank you. Thank you all for showing up. I know this was kind of spur of the moment. Um, some of you are a little bit aware of the health problems that I have been recently facing, and it's not good. I went, what was it, the 30th, I went to see my neurosurgeon. Oh, yeah, Ram, yeah. If Wolfie were here, oh man, yeah. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you. Casey, that was a really sweet thing to say. Oh, well, nice guy. That was extremely sweet as well. You guys are being so precious this morning. Y'all are not going to really like what I have to say, but I wanted to wait until I had a little more confirmation before I brought this to y'all. Like, so here's what's going on. I think I told you guys kind of vaguely. I have a cervical spine injury, and at first we didn't think it was horrible. Maybe like a herniated disc or something like that. Um, Sorry, I'm trying to kind of scoot around a little bit to see where the lighting is, so you'll see me shift and change that, and I'm uncomfortable right now. I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, I went back to see my neurosurgeon the 30th of last month. So it's much worse than we at first thought it was. To the point of he sat me down, he showed me the MRI imaging, and basically within about 5 minutes of sitting in his office with him, he was like, I have to schedule surgery. Do what? Because I was sitting here thinking I was just going to get, some kind of like shots, like the ESIs is what they're called, and then go to physical therapy. I was under the impression that's what you did because I had a herniated disc and I've got some nerve entrapment. Okay, nice guy. That is borderline a little wild for my channel. I'll say that. I mean, I know some of you are here not as littles, but don't 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 get me demonetized in chat. I'm gonna have to start setting mods up in chat just because, yeah. But anyway, um, long story short, I don't know if you guys know how bad. Um, I don't know if you know how bad spinal cord compression is. Um, but basically, the way that he explained it to me is I have a total of three of my cervical vertebrae that are choking out my spinal cord. And the longer I let this go, the more risk I run of doing permanent damage that could leave me in a very, very bad position. So we can't wait. Oh, oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Pixie. Oh my goodness. Y'all are just precious. Y'all are precious. Yeah, it's not good. It is definitely not good. But the wild thing um, anybody that lives in the U.S., especially if you're like lower income here, um, you're hard pressed to find halfway decent insurance that you can afford. And I am very low income compared to a lot of like my family members and stuff. I work in janitorial, and even though I make a lot of money an hour, I don't get that many hours. I don't work 40 plus hours a week. I would literally have to go and work for a janitorial company instead of just being a solo. And I hate that because as a solo, I get to make my hours. As long as I go and do my facilities when they're closed, I get to make my hours, which is great because it affords me the opportunity to be able to take care of my family members that are in bad health. Until recently, I've been able to do it just fine. But I have to have financial assistance for this surgery because when they dropped the price tag on me, y'all, my soul left my body for a good 20 seconds. I was like, there's no way. So you're telling me that I either have to go into massive debt for years and years of my life over a genetic condition that I have that will only degenerate my spine further as time goes on. So I will require future surgeries as well, probably of a comparable price tag. And you're telling me that that is one option, or the other option is I don't do anything and then I end up not being able to use my extremities anymore, along with, you know, certain organs, because this is your neurological system and that controls pretty much everything. So, I didn't want to come on here and be a downer today. I was really trying to fight the urge to run at the last minute and cancel the live because the last thing I want to do with you guys is upset you. I don't want you to worry. Now, there is a downside besides the obvious, because they go in anterior to do this surgery, which means they'll go in up front. He's going to try and avoid my tattoo, which, oh, God, love that man. I love this surgeon so much. That was one of the first things he said. He was like, look up for me. So I looked up and he got a good look at my tattoo and he was like, yeah, we're going to avoid that. That's a work of art. We don't want to cut into that. You should have seen the look of relief come over my face. Because, I mean, you're already cutting into my body and doing all kinds of weird crap to me. Can you not destroy one of my favorite tattoo pieces I currently have in the process of doing that? Because it's already covering a scar from where somebody else cut my whole throat open to do a surgery. Y'all, okay. Michaela, do you know how much I want to move out of this godforsaken country? Universal health care, I know at certain places can be kind of meh. Like, you know, there's long wait times and whatever, especially like if you're doing urgent care or whatever it is called, wherever you're from. But at the same time, at least you have the ability to go and receive health care at a, you know, reasonable price. I mean, God. Hello, Mage Bun. I'm catching everybody up. So yeah, it is a. I don't even want to say it out loud, y'all. I don't even want to say. I'm gonna choke when I say this. It is a $40,000 surgery, and that's probably actually low ending. Like it's a low ball. Aw, thank you, Ghoul. I I don't know how I'm supposed to do that if this financial aid does not go through. Like, I'm having a hard time with this. So, that being said, when they do finally schedule my surgery, I'm going to be trying to record as much as I possibly can, or, you know, go live with you guys right up until my surgery date, just so that you have content. I'm going to try and record some extra stuff because I have been informed that there are potential complications to the surgery. One of them being that it could temporarily, or in a very small amount of the cases, permanently damage my vocal cords. when he told me that, I was like, oh no, bruh, you can't take that away from me. Like, that's the one thing that I enjoy doing outside of trying to live a happy life with the little bit of family I have is I love voice acting. I love making comfort content as part of my job, and it I, you can't take that away from me. And I was like, how much of a chance are we talking? So it's like the tiniest percentage apparently for permanent, but there will be temporary effects on my voice, which means there may be 1 or 2 weeks that I won't be able to record because I will sound like Stitch or Kermit the Frog, and no. But after that, I should be able to resume pretty regularly. Full healing time is said to be 12 weeks. Now, that about the 4 to 6 week mark, I should be able to go back to work and pretty much function normally, but it won't be fully healed for about 12 weeks. I can do Elmo impressions. You and Elmo, Ghoul. But honestly, angry Elmo is a whole vibe. Whole vibe. Love that. Pixie, thank you, baby. Thank you. And I also want you guys to take a very good look because I do look raggedy. I'm not even I'm not even gonna deny it. Something that you don't think about when you're going through something like this is I can't take anything for the pain. Like, they won't prescribe me anything until my surgery. I mean, they might if I approach it just the right way. But if I approach it even slightly wrong with my neurospicy self, I could screw myself, and I don't want to do that. So I'm sitting here and like eating the pain most of the time, just kind of sitting with it because what else am I going to do? So, um, Pixie, yes, I will. My best friend's already volunteered as tribute. So yeah, my bestie will be taking care of me, and yeah. Okay, hang on, guys. I'm gonna adjust again because this is getting a little uncomfortable. Yeah, my bestie has decided that she's going to come and kidnap me, and I'm going to go and stay at her house at least for the first, 5, 6 days, something like that. Honestly, you probably wouldn't have to do a whole bunch of sneaking me anywhere, Ram. I'm so ready. I mean, I've built this tiny house and I'm looking at this thing now and being like, do I really want to pour even more of my energy into trying to get property to put this thing on when I'm second guessing even wanting to be in the country anymore? Because there are places on this planet that I want to see with my own eyes before I die, and like the only way that you do that is to go there. So technically, I could, if I can get the tiny house, if we can get it approved to hook up the utilities to it, where it's sitting right now, I might try and strike up a deal with my sister because uh, I would like to travel. I am being told that I have a degenerative genetic thing going on with my spine. So what that translates to is I don't know how long I'm going to be healthy enough to be able to be up and running around and doing crazy things. And like already with this surgery, that limits my ability to go like on roller coaster rides or bungee jump. I haven't. I haven't bungee jumped ever in my entire life. I've wanted to skydive too. Scared to death of heights. Want to do both though. Gamer girl, I really need to learn to eat more. Yes, you do. You do. But I can't speak too much on that just because I'm on a liquid diet most of the time. I would love to come there and watch the reindeer ghoul. You know how obsessed I am with reindeer. Sell it and travel. Honestly, baby, I don't think I could sell it because they're illegal to live in as a house in most places here. So it'd be useless unless they were moving specifically to like one of the 5 counties in the entire state that allow them. I wish I could. I can't bungee jump after, well, now, especially with my spinal injury and looming surgery. I can't do that. No more roller coasters, none of that anymore. So, Todoroni, I want to go to England so bad. One of my homies, and I'm talking, this girl and I have been online friends since my son was in diapers. So he was probably 2 or 3. He's 24 now. We've been knowing each other a long time. Like, I'm literally the godmother of her children. So that's England is a place I want to go. Oh, see, gamer girl. Yep, no, it's then, baby. If you're not eating enough, and it's because of something to do with you just don't want to eat. I hate to say it, like I'ma sound old as hell, but Ensure, Ensure drinks. That's protein, that's vitamins, that's all kinds of stuff, and you can drink it because I have issues. And I have GERD, and I'm talking like that's the reason my voice sounds the way it does, and that's only going to get worse too. It's treatable but not curable. So yeah, if you any of you, I'm pretty sure a lot of you know who Corpse Husband is. Um, and you know that that is one of the biggest reasons his voice sounds like that. Same with my buddy Wasted. His voice is real gravelly and stuff. GERD. This is what a female with GERD sounds like, and my voice will only get deeper and scratchier the longer it goes on. Puerto Rico. Yeah, I know. Ram, I hate that when people, especially, and I hate that it's a lot of the times it's people from um, the U.S. that will go and travel somewhere outside of, where they're normally from, and they are so rude and disrespectful wherever they travel. They disrespect people and don't even realize it sometimes because it's just so ingrained in the society to just be an a-hole, I guess. I don't know. I don't get it. Like, I'm one of those people that before I go visit a place, I'm gonna study customs. I'm gonna try and learn the correct way to behave and act while I'm there, how to greet people, the whole nine. I'll even try and learn phrases in whatever native language that I'm going to be around so that I at least know how to say things to them in their native tongue. Because respect. Respect. Oh my goodness. You guys are so sweet. I'm trying very hard to read everybody's comments, but I'm also trying to give you eye contact, and I can't do both because, yeah, scuffed. Pretty big tourist town. Todoroni, I probably would. I probably would. I really do want to travel. That's always been a dream of mine. There are, I know, a handful of places that I would like to go. And yes, as a tourist, and I want to see some of the touristy things while I'm there, but I actually just want to go to like, I want people to take me to like the little hole in the wall pub that serves the best freaking fish and chips ever. And I just want to sit there and just soak it all in. I want to see views that you guys look at every single day and just take that in like a mental picture where I can bring it back with me. What Todoroni said, gamer girl, baby, you've got, I know depression can kick your butt, but you have got to get some kind of nourishment in your system because that's only going to make it worse. Your body's going to start feeling bad, and then it's a cycle. So you've got to make yourself do it, even when you don't feel like doing it. You have to make yourself. It's hard, I know. Let's see. Multiverse Legend, you might have. I don't know exactly when you came in because I'm having a hard time keeping up with chat, and my apologies for that. Um, very good at by school. See, you baby bats are awesome. Not only are you super supportive of me and the whole channel, but of each other. I have the best community on YouTube. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Yes, ghoul, yes. I don't even okay. I'm not I don't know that I've ever had Guinness, but I'm down. I'm so down. They don't serve fish and chips. Well, what I mean, I'm pretty sure I could find something on the menu that I'd like. I'm not a picky eater. Well, not normally. When I have an appetite, I'm not a picky eater. Gamer girl, honey, I lost my sister to that exact thing. But you got to be careful saying stuff like that in my chat, please. There are certain trigger words that YouTube does not like, and they will not let me go live if they see stuff like that. I know that's silly, and we should be able to talk about it freely without being censored, but they will take my ability to do lives away from me if there are too many chat violations. So you got to be careful because they'll send me stuff later if they see some if the bot sees something in here they don't like. But I lost my sister to that exact thing, baby. And I'm sorry. And I want you to know that I understand that that freaking hurt does not go away. It changes, but it does not go away. It's going to stick with you. If you really cared about somebody and they went out like that, I mean, with them going out any kind of way is going to be an experience that you don't want. But that way, it's rough, baby. I get it. Been there. I have been there. I'm very sorry. But I will tell you, I lost my sister and I lost one of my aunts in the same fashion. And there were days that I did not want to get up and do anything for myself. And it is okay to have those days. Just do me a favor, baby, and don't have too many of those in a row, okay? Because you have to take care of you. You got to. They wouldn't want to see you like that. All right? Can you promise me that you're going to take care of yourself, honey? I know it's hard. I know it's hard, okay? You're going to have to take time to try and heal that. And like I said, it won't go away. It changes. But it won't go away. But you need to live every single day to make them proud that you're still here to carry on their memory. Because they live as long as you do, baby. They don't go away as long as they're here and here, okay? Damn, I didn't think I was gonna get in my feels like that this morning. Sorry, y'all. But that's rough. That's hard stuff. Yeah, and there's I figured that might be what's going on, Legend. Um, and baby, you can regress with my audios, but it may be a slight bit harder and awkward in chat simply because a lot of my baby bats in chat aren't regressing. We're just kind of catching up or working out the feels. So I'm sorry if I am not seeing a lot of what you're saying as well because the comments are only two at a time on my tiny screen and they don't stick around very long. And what is your name? Caliana. Wait a minute. Calia. Miss you. Oh, your cousin. Lord have mercy. Y'all. Mm, that hurts. We I have experienced a whole lot of loss in very recent years, and it does something to you. Grumpy, same baby, same. Hi, Duke Duck. We're in our fields this morning. We kind of took a little bit of a left turn in chat, but I am not mad at it because that's one of the biggest reasons I'm here is to help you guys feel a little better, get through tough times when you're having them. I'm I'm unfortunately not going to be able to stream as long as I wanted to originally, simply because no pain meds and it's hard to hold my head up. My head's sliding off. So I made that joke in front of my neurosurgeon and he kind of laughed and he's like, "You're not wrong though." Oh, dude, bro, don't say it like that. I was just playing. Oh, Gamer Girl. That one's especially hard. Yeah, because you have lots and lots of memories. And those hurt to begin with. But I'm going to tell you right now, when I have flashes of memories with my sister, especially, where there used to be tears a lot of the times, now there's a smile. So that wound will heal a little bit. Leaves ugly scars that like to rear their heads from time to time. But yeah, it it heals. It starts to feel different. Oh Lord, what did I miss? Pride event this weekend, and I can't wait to meet some. Oh, Todoroni, I'm so excited for you, dude. Heck yes. And sorry if I ever call you dude and you do not identify as he, him, but dude is a universal thing because I am an 80s kid that grew up in the 90s. So we called everybody dudes. I would have been a dude. Sometimes we would make the exception and say lady dude, but whole different era. Whole different era. I'm excited for you though. I didn't get to go to the Pride event this year, sadly. I wanted to, but I had to work because money. Never tried Discord. Discord is wild. I'm in some Discord servers and I'm still kind of trying to figure out how I feel about them. There's feral people on Discord. I'm in one, I think it's called Bunny Bakery. Michaela, you guys can just help by, even when I might be in a lull on my channel, just watch my content. That's all I ask. I mean, I do have a Ko-fi donation link, but I don't openly be just like advertising that, because I feel like you guys watching my content and my channel being monetized is plenty. It is plenty. The fact that you're here and you're just watching that and boosting the views, and allowing the ads to play, and that helps plenty. No, you can't. Not from chat. I really did try and put makeup on and actually look semi-presentable today instead of being in my pajamas. I don't know if I nailed it or not. But that and my skin is uber broke out because menopause. I'm trying so hard to catch up on everybody. Hang on. I love calling my family dude. It's hilarious. Yes. And my dad used to hate it. That's not a correct word. Yeah, it is. Look it up, man. It is. He, they, he, him. Oh, sweet. Okay. So either way, I would have been all right with that. Nice, nice, nice to know. If it pleases the dudes. Yo, that sounds like something I'd say. Lord have mercy, I ain't seen the inside of a courtroom since a long time ago. That was a whole different lifetime. Azzy, truth, truth. And you just have to keep looking for it. Some days you have to look real hard for it. Oh my goodness. Yes. Can I pin that? Please tell me I can pin that comment. Yes. Thank you, Azzy. That is beautiful. That was wonderfully put. A few days ago, fell in love with it instantly. Oh, Grumpy Stray, thank you, sweetheart. Yeah, I do niche content, but I try and kind of switch it up for you guys, where there's comfort content and then there's like the angry stuff, because I don't know that I want y'all to explain to me why some of you prefer that, cuz I think I might know, and that's probably something we shouldn't actually discuss on YouTube, especially in chat. But I was like, why are y'all like getting yelled at? Why you want me to sound angry? What is. Oh. Okay, gotcha. Yes. Yes, legend, we are. We are here for one another. Absolutely. Even if I'm not right here, if you make a comment on something, when you're struggling, you go to a video, you make a comment, especially if it's a newer video, one of the baby bats will find you. We have very many sweet souls in this community, and I feel blessed to have helped bring all of you together, because this is the best way in the world to heal from pretty much anything. Todoroni, thank you. Oh my goodness, I'm so trying to catch up. I am sorry, guys. Oh, Michaela, I know. I can see who watches my content. I know which one of you is, oh, I maybe not like down to the actual video that you watched recently, but I can see who my like my subscribers are that view things the most, or which things, like all of that kind of stuff is broken down into analytics. And if you dig deep enough into analytics, you can find all kinds of weirdness, but yeah, I see you guys when you're watching, especially when you go back to something that hasn't been viewed very much in a while and you like amp the views up on an older video. I see y'all. I see y'all. Oh yeah, I don't know whether you guys could see him or not, but this is George. George is my friend. But George needs to go in the drawer because he's getting caught in my shirt. So, bye George. Okay. I see a Wolfie in chat. I missed you, baby. How have you been? Ghoul, you played the fifth. Oh, the spicy content. Yes, yes, yes. I do need to make mention of that. I need to be careful how I say it, but I need to make mention of that. Hang on. Let me get caught up on the chat real quick because I do not know how far behind I am right now, and I'm hoping it's not terrible. Facts, Azzy. Facts. Everyone deserves hope. Everyone deserves happiness. That's something that we should all be able to have without having to fight so hard for it all the time. Facts. Hi, George. Bye, George. Okay, I am caught up. What? And I have already forgotten what the heck I was doing. Boy. Yo. Oh, yeah, spicy content. What up? Train of thought came back around again. Um, No, Gay Wolf, I can't see who exactly is watching which. No, I could just see that the numbers climb, so it looks like several of you chose the same video to watch at the same time because I can see the bump in activity when you guys will go and like watch one of your favorites or something, and there's, a handful of you that go. Like YouTube analytics is like, hey, this one's doing well. Hmm. I know I am probably butchering your name, but I have to call you out again. I think, okay, Kalia? Please tell me I said that right. If not, do you prefer she her pronouns? Because I swear I'm finna just call you Miss Anderson. Thank you very much. That is my most favorite thing about myself is my eyes. Has been since I was probably 13. I'm all right, finishing helping with tobacco harvest. Oh God, Wolfie, I did that for like 3 summers in a row. That is a funky job, though. Oh, yo! I read the rest of that comment. Yes, love that energy. Love that energy. Close. Okay. Yeah. While I am smarter than your average Tennessean, not real good at pronouncing things. I try. Are she, her pronouns though? Please, confirm, deny, because I'm gonna go with your last name. I do believe so. I don't keep butchering it. Thank you, legend. Okay, so yeah, I'm being goofy. I need to stop. Hang on a minute. I don't know what that was. Something just fell in my closet. Yeah, I don't know what that was. I have a closet ghost. Whatever. Okay, so I'm finna just say it. I have had a request to speak about the spicy content that I mentioned. I don't know if I've mentioned it here specifically, but I might have. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. That's right. I did. I fought myself on that a little bit, actually. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. But in early 2026, I'm aiming for the end of January. There will be a platform of my choosing. I'm not quite sure exactly what that is yet. I have a couple of options that I'm looking at, but there will be a link that will come up on this channel for anyone that will be interested in spicy short stories and spicy audios. Um, because it has been requested multiple times, and I don't feel comfortable doing it on YouTube, more specifically on this channel. So, yeah, we're gonna we're gonna just we're just gonna take it somewhere else. Ghost boo. Yeah, we're gonna take it somewhere else. But like, I'm gonna say late January, early February of 2026. A lot of these are gonna be original scripts or short stories that I write, simply because I don't want to be trying to release whole spicy books. I don't know that I have the attention span to sit and write a book now. I did when I was in high school, but that's been so many years ago. Okay, Grumpy. Bye, sweetheart. Thank you for coming into live stream. I am so glad you found this community. Please come back anytime you want. Yeah, Michaela. I born and raised in Tennessee, which is why you will hear from time to time my southern accent come out when I speak, just regular speaking voice. But I've always tried to hide it as much as possible because I was brought up under the assumption that the more country you sounded, the more ignorant you were, and I did not want to be associated with being an idiot, essentially. Um, that's what they were saying. I mean, in a little more polite manner, but that was the meat and potatoes of it. Wolfie. Oh, drivers. Okay, well, I was gonna say that's probably not as bad with the. Okay, yeah, no, I used to strip it, like strip the tobacco leaves off, and you get so covered and all that tar and bleh, go home and be trying to freaking scrub that stuff off all night long, and it just would not go away. Oh, Pixie, thank you. I'm 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 kind of excited because it's for those of you that don't follow me on the Clock app. You don't know a certain side of me that those of you that follow me on the Clock app do, and I will say, if any of you are going to look because you're interested, it comes with a huge warning label because it is minors do not enter. So you have to be of age to consume my content, because if I find out that you are not, you have to leave my TikTok account. I post way too many suggestive, extremely spicy things on there for younger eyes to be peeping any of that out. Honestly, I just, yeah. So, but yeah, I've been asked repeatedly, by lots and lots of friends that I have on there that write like dark romance novels. There are voice actors that have asked. Some of my book talk and bike talk community friends have said something. So I was like, you know what? Just bump it. We're going to do that. I'm going to do it. I'm just going to take the leap and do it because I enjoy it. And that's part of who I am. So, yeah. If you guys are interested in that, then just be on the lookout because I'll be sharing a link when everything is ready to go live. But it won't be until after, the first of this next year. Oh no, and there goes chat not freaking scrolling again. I'm way behind. Did I think about Patreon with spicy content? That is one of the ones I'm considering. I've heard mixed reviews on it, so I'm kind of weighing options right now. There are a few of my friends that do spicy content on Patreon, and some of them are, pretty positive about their experience, and then others not so much. So, I don't know. But yeah, it's one of the ones I'm considering. Oh, Fred, thank you. Honey, these are dreadlocks. I've had these for, shoot, about 5 years now. About 5 years. But before that, yeah, I had curly hair and it was every color of the rainbow. I've even had, in the past, I had a tri-colored mohawk. I rocked a mohawk for, I don't know, good 6 months probably. Cool. You're silly. You are silly. Dealing with kidney stones. Oh, Wolfie. Baby, I am so sorry. Next to what I've got going on right now that I'm about to have surgery for, that's probably one of the worst pains I've ever been in. The kidney stones, in my opinion, are worse than childbirth. I've done both more than once. And yes, that is a solid 12 out of 10 on the pain scale. Oh, Todorani, thank you. I honestly, if I just let it go and I didn't try and hide it, I would sound a whole lot more like a hay bale than I do now. So I'm glad you like this. This is a way dumbed down version of what I actually sound like. Oh no, honey, you're fine. Don't apologize, Fred. And asked to do little space video like mama changes your diaper. Um I have, but that kind of content is not allowed on YouTube. And the only reason I know that is because of the amount of creators that I know that have started trying to do content of that nature and their whole account has gotten sniped at some point. Normally, you can get away with one or two, but people report that content almost immediately because they don't understand the whole little and caregiver, like the way that whole thing works. They don't understand that is not always smexual. It very rarely is smexual in any essence. So they just see it as gross because they don't understand it. They report it, and then the person's whole channel gets taken down because they report it to the bot as something that it's actually not. But the bot doesn't see it that way. And yeah, so I don't do that kind of specific little content. I do stuff where I know that my littles in the audience can regress to it, but it's also something that is still within the realms of obeying and adhering to Daddy YouTube's rules. Because YouTube's already gotten on my behind once. I got a warning, so I got to be a little careful. There was one video that got reported. They still kept it up, but it's no longer monetized. So, whatever. Michaela, yeah. Yeah, see, if you know, you know. It's one of those things where that's when people ask me where I'm from, I'm just like, from the southern U.S., because I don't want to tell them, because we're grouped into like a grouping of about 5 or 6 states in our area, and all of them have really bad reputations, and all of it centers around being like a hick or backwoods or uneducated, and it's just uh I don't like being associated with it. So I really did try and drop it, to the point of trying to make it so minuscule that it was almost not discernible where I was from at all. Like, you knew that I was from somewhere in the US, but you couldn't pinpoint where. Yes, Wolfie, yes. Clock app equals mama unfiltered. Absolutely. There are a few of you that know. Some of you probably know too much. Oh, honey, Azzy, it's fine. I've got a few that I'm, like I said, that I'm considering. Most of these, you have to pay a fee to have an account with them, just so they keep your stuff kind of protected. Because if you're making money off of it at all, then they have to protect your information, which that's laughable with as many information leaks as there are in the United States daily. But for the sake of argument, yeah. There are a couple that I've looked at, and I'm trying to go for one that, if I'm going to pay a monthly fee to have it and keep it open, um, I want it to have multiple options, so that I can share audios, I can share my short stories in print form, I can share pictures, I can do whatever, and it will be tier based, but it's not going to be expensive because I'm not a snob. Just not. Rainbow, the TikTok is the clock app. I don't like saying TikTok on YouTube, and I've done it entirely too much already in this live stream. That's the clock app, baby. Um, and the spicy content is not, that's just unfiltered me doing shorts. It is spicy content, but it's not the stuff I'm talking about. The spicy content I'm going to be making is going to be on like a Patreon or something like that. It's going to be a paid site. There will be content available at no cost for people that can't afford to pay for a tier, obviously. But there are going to be certain tiers, simply because the spicier it gets, the more I want to make sure that you are sure you want to proceed with the content. Because, yeah, yeah. I don't want to go into it too much. I don't want to get demonetized. I'm probably already not going to be able to monetize this live, to be honest with you. I normally don't monetize my live streams, guys. It's normally just my audios. Okay, Ghoulie baby. Mwah. I'm so glad you came by. Thank you for coming to see me. Have fun. Send me a message later. Oh no, you're good, Legend. I get it. I might try and include a tier like that on my whatever paid site I end up going with, because I feel like they can't really say as much as YouTube can. YouTube controls a lot of what I can post and what gets seen more. So, yeah. Yeah, that's not out of the question. It's just probably not something that I could get away with on YouTube, because they've cracked down so much, and they just changed a lot of things again. So, I don't even know what they're cracking down on this time, as far as over and above what they already didn't like. Wolfie, man, they take their time on everything. I found out that I have spinal cord compression in 3 of my cervical vertebra, and I should have had surgery a month ago. Like, my surgeon is worried